everyone, welcome to Main Street and Mickey, and if this is your first time joining us, welcome. I'm one of the girls that make up this magical channel. I'm usually joined by my mom or my sister Annie, and together we just love to talk about all things Disney, Star Wars, and now we add some teacher videos in there because Annie and I are both teachers, and yeah, we just have a magical time on here. And part of that magic is made by you all, by commenting, by liking, by subscribing to our channel, and we're so thankful for you all. So keep it up and keep, talking to us so that we can get to know you and you can get to know us. We absolutely love it. So today, in case you didn't know, is National Roller Coaster Day. I love national holidays. I think they're so fun. Some of them are so funny and just way out there, but I just think it's important to find a way to celebrate every day, and if that's finding a national holiday for every day, then so be it. So I love national days. Today is National Roller Coaster Day, so I wanted to talk about my favorite and least favorite Disney roller coasters. Let's get started. Now when you think about roller coasters, you probably don't automatically think Disney, but they are getting up there with them, and they're I think the world itself though is going away from just the typical roller coaster to more of a virtual kind of thing. I think that's just the world we live in today, which isn't all bad, but because there's the engineering capability to do the art that it takes to do a virtual ride, and the engineering it takes to do a regular kind of roller coaster. So both are very artistic and very unique to themselves. So my least favorite Disney roller coaster is Primeval Whirl over at Dinoland USA. This one it can be fun depending on who's in your car. If you have a car full of people, it's not as bad. But when you have a car with not very many people, you're already spinning, and then you move too much, and yeah, it's just not fun. It just makes me sick, and I don't like it. Okay, so my next least favorite one is Space Mountain. I used to love Space Mountain when I rode it for the first time in my Disney College program, and after that I was like, this is so much fun, I love Space Mountain. I still love it, but the past couple times I've ridden it, it has made me sick. It's fun, it's a fun ride. It's starting to make me sick now when I ride it, and I don't like that. And the last time we rode it, we were some of the last people on it, and the lights were on a people mover because the park was closing down, so the people mover had stopped going, and there were some lights on so I could see some of the ride of Space Mountain, and I don't like that. When I see Space Mountain with the lights on, it freaks me out. I almost have a panic attack. I don't know why, I can't tell you why. I'm sure there's a rhyme or reason, but seeing that big humongous structure in that small space freaks me out to no end. So I can't even like picture it because I don't, no. But other than so I used to love it. I just don't love it as much as I used to. The next one is Big Thunder. Again, used to love Big Thunder, and I still do. I will ride it every time, and it doesn't make me sick. But, and it's kind of fun, but Annie and I both, we go back and forth and almost fall out every time. And I say almost fall out, I'm being dramatic. Go with me though. So it's just always, last time we rode it, Annie I was like trying to hold on to her every time we went around the curves, and I was like, no, and trying to save her, and yeah, it was all, she's good, she survived. But yeah, it is definitely the wildest ride in the wilderness. And I love it, but it also depends where you sit in Big Thunder, because if you sit in one area, you feel the dips more, but if you sit in the other, you don't feel them, and so then it's just like, wee. It's not like, wee. That kind of difference. Next one is Snow White. Snow White used to be up there for me, but then another roller coaster came in and took over. But Snow White's fun. I think it's a perfect addition for Fantasyland. It's immersive. I love how they add the dark ride aspect into it when you go through the mine. I think that was so well done on the Imagineers part. And then the way the dwarfs go up the thing and stuff, and I just love that. Love it. And the cart moves back and forth. It's just so much fun. And if you sit, again, if you sit in a certain spot, you get more whiplash and, you know, fastness than if you sit in another spot. And in the middle is kind of like your safe spot, and then in the back you feel it a lot, and in the front you can feel it a lot. But, or not, the front not as much, it's the back. But I love that ride. I think it's a great addition to Fantasyland and to the Disney parks. But who took its place in my heart? Slinky Dog. I love Slinky Dog so much. I will wait in long lines for that ride. I love it. I think the Imagineering, the details of the queue line, of the ride vehicle itself, of the loading dock, and the offload, like the music at the end, you've got a friend in me. I just love it. And then of course right now it has been, well actually until now, because Galaxy's Edge is opening for previews, it's been our only glimpse into the Galaxy's Edge, and I think that's so cool. Like my favorite, probably one of my favorite moments on a Disney ride was when I went to the Passholder Playtime in Hollywood Studios. We got there at 6:45, the sun was just coming up, and we got on Slinky Dog during the sunrise. And as we were going up, like the sun was just coming up. I mean, it was hitting Tower of Terror, galaxies that I can't even describe to you. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, beautiful, and it was magical. And then I went, woo, and you know, screamed my head off. But I love Slinky Dog. I think it's an amazing, amazing ride. I love that they did that, and great job, Imagineers. Number 1, Expedition Everest. I am not a big roller coaster person. I get scared on them. I do not like hills and dips, and especially when you go, I hate going up a very, very steep hill and then plunging to my death. But I can do it on Everest because when you go up that really, really steep hill, you don't immediately drop. You peter out and you go here, and then it looks like the track has been taken away by the Yeti. So I don't drop immediately, and I love that. I love that. So that's why I can ride Everest. Yes, I know later on you do drop, but you're already in mid-motion and stuff, and so for me, I don't know, there's a difference. And I love that there is though, because that means I can ride that ride, and I love, love that ride. Now, if you're riding it with me and we're in line and I'm starting to freak out, just ignore it and go with it and make me get on, because no matter how many times I've ridden that ride, I can ride it like one day, I can ride it back-to-back days. Every time I will be like, oh my gosh, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, don't make me do this, don't make me do it. Like, I mean, I just freak out. But then I get on it and I'm fine. I'm a strange bird. I don't know. But I love Expedition Everest. The queue line, oh, the queue line is so cool. I love all the artifacts that they have. Like, Animal Kingdom does that well anyways, with all the artifacts and all of the immersion and theming, but especially in Expedition Everest line. And then the ride vehicle itself is really cool, how it has like the smoke, and at night